So let's get started. In the last couple of days, we have understood what is data engineering and what we are going to learn and what is a roadmap, right? So when I say roadmap, as part of a data engineer, you need to understand, you need to have a complete knowledge on SQL. You need to understand a programming language called Python. Then you need to know how to organize things in the data warehouse system, and followed by you have a one of the biggest challenge in this era, big data. Big data is a problem. For that we have a solution such as Hadoop and Spark that you need to understand, and finally we'll be jumping into cloud, right? So this is what we know, and as I've told you, now we'll be starting with Python, right? And for SQL, you can check with our team, and as well as people who have already gone through last 1 month, you'll be knowing SQL. Now we are getting into Python. For people who are joining now, need not worry. In KSR, you can join any batch, any course, any trainer SQL, because SQL is mandatory. More than your communication, we expect you to know SQL. Okay, so that is what we'll be learning. And now let's get into Python. Now, I don't know why they have kept a snake name to a language, programming language. Looks scary. Morning 6:45, I'm showing you this snake. But any guesses why they have kept snake name to a programming language? There should be some for sort of uh, understanding, right? Why they have kept a programming language name as a snake name? Any guess?
Uh, yeah, Santosh. Actually, there is a channel called, there is a show called as Python, which is very famous.
Hmm.
Uh, when the time like Godio Van Rossum introduced
Hmm.
Python, so he took the name from there.
Oh, okay. But what I was thinking, this
Cannot
snake.
attack by other
Sorry.
animals. Cannot attack by another some other animals or insects.
Okay, cannot. Okay, okay, that's good. Dominance. Okay. Next, anyone? Any thoughts? What could be the reason that why they have named snake name as a programming language name?
Python means very
Problem.
proper.
No logic, just simply picked some name.
Simply they kept it.
Maybe it holds on to something so tight.
Okay.
A snake has
Mysterious.
multiple layers.
Mhm. Could be.
I'll ask you. I'll give you a reason. You tell me it's true or false. Okay, that will be great. I'll give you the reason. You tell me whether am I really making sense or it's just like I'm cooking up story. You can tell me that. Okay. Now I don't know whether you have a habit of watching this geography channels, right? Like you see the wild animals, and you see different types of geography photographies they take, videos they take, and they'll telecast for us, right? So I've seen there this python actually it eats every other animal, right? If you just go nearby it will eat you also. Okay, the complete body, your body will go inside its body, right? That is what it happens. This snake is capable of eating anything. It is capable of eating anything. Even though the shape of the snake, if you see, it is like very lean, but still if it eats you, it will become like fat, right? So you would have seen it is eating goat or a hen or anything, right? It eats everything. That's a high level understanding about the snake. Now, what I am thinking, This programming language has the power to eat every other language, and that's why it's Python. Is it true? It can eat every other programming language which is existing in the current market. So I'm saying that is why it is called Python. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
No.
can
yeah, it's
adapt with
making
any
sense.
other
Yeah,
language.
No.
Okay. Okay. So we will figure out why they have kept the name Python. Okay. We will figure out why they have kept the name Python. Now, getting into the agenda, in order to learn Python, first you need to understand what is Python and what is a platform, what is a software that is required to learn Python, that we will see. And finally, we'll get into the practicals. Okay, so from today onwards you will see very limited PPTs. Okay, right from tomorrow you will be like completely involved in practicals. Tomorrow at any cost, before coming to class, I want this Python installed in your machine. Okay, so today I'll be showing you how to install, but while coming to next class I want everyone to install this, so that we'll be having hands-on practice from tomorrow. Okay, now let's see what is this Python. So Python background, if I see, we say that Python is a general purpose high level programming language, and Guido van Rossum so is a father of Python, and Python was introduced in 1989. 1989. So it's almost like our age, right? People who are born in 1990, 91, 92. So like almost our age that Python has also been into the market. So I would say around 30, 35, 35, 35 years, 36 years. Yeah. So 36 years it's been in market, and as someone has said correctly, Python does not come from any snake name. Python name is came from a popular show. Okay, there was a popular program and the show name called the Complete Monty's Python Circus. From there only they have taken the name. So if I was saying that this Python has the power of eating every other programming language, that's wrong. That's only my assumption. But it is coming from a name of one of the popular show, right? And from there only they have kept it, and slowly they have started giving the icons, logos of a snake. But the ideal truth of the name is it is coming from a programming the programming name Python comes from a show, popular show. Okay, now in this, the first thing I need to understand is the first point and last point. Okay, in between all the 3 points, who was launching this, and when it was launched, all this is fine, but we need to understand what is this high level programming language. Okay, this is very important. You need to understand what is this high level programming language. Okay, assuming that you guys have zero knowledge in Python or any programming language, assuming that you have zero knowledge, every single person in this class, assuming that you have zero knowledge on programming language, I will show you two programs for you. I'll show you two programs for you. Just go through every single line. Just go through every single line and you tell me what is high level programming, what is low level programming.
So high level programming is understandable by humans, whereas low level is understood by machines.
So people who don't know programming language, can you tell me what we have done in the left part of the slide? What we have done here?
we have created a function to add two numbers.
We're trying to add
Adding
two
numbers.
numbers.
Okay, you ask anyone, even with zero programming language, you go and ask them what they have done here. To give an example, you go and ask your kids, whoever is 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard, go and ask them what they have done. They'll simply say they are trying to do some addition. They'll tell that, right? So here, forget about syntax. Forget about what they have done it, right? If I go and ask them what they have done here, you can simply say they are adding two numbers, a plus b, and they are writing the results, and one is 5, one is 10, and totally you will get 15, right? So this is what is a high level programming language, as rightly said by one of your friend. High level programming language is a language which is understood by humans, right? We're all humans. Like directly when you go and see this, we will understand. Okay, anyone who has a common basic English knowledge, you go and ask them what it does, they'll tell you that it is adding two numbers, right? Now the same person who knows English, you go and ask them what this does. Section, global, start, move eax, xor, int. In your engineering subject, people who have crossed the engineering, there was a two subjects which is called microcontroller and microprocessor, right?
Assembly language.
Yeah. So if you are working with some of the software, some of the chips and all, right, we cannot directly go and write a Python code there. We cannot go and write a Java code here. They would be writing something called low level programming language. Now what is this low level programming language? Even though I'm good at English, I will not be able to understand this, right? Because they have not directly defined where is addition. I will have to go and figure out what they have done, but this code is easily understandable by machines. So machines know what this piece of code does, not me, right? So even in the high level language, I'm telling you what happens. Even though I'm writing this, internally it will be converted into a low level programming language, and then only it will be understood by machines. It will be understood by systems, right? So in a low level programming language, directly the system will understand. There is nothing to get converted. But in my case, if I write a high level programming language, it will convert into a low level programming language. Low level programming language will be understood by the computers. Okay. Now, with this, we know that Python is a high level programming language. That means one thing that you need to understand is, people keep asking me, what is the prerequisite that you need to know before learning Python? Everyone asks me. I'm not from a coding background. I have never ever experienced in coding. How can I learn? Right? What is the first thing I need to know? Let me tell you. You need not be from a Python or a programming graduate. You have never heard about Python, okay? You have never heard about any other programming language, okay? No problem. The only prerequisite to know programming language, especially Python, is you need to know English. You need to know English. If you know English, you can learn Python. This is the only one thing I keep telling to everyone. People keep on asking me, what is the eligibility to learn this? Who can learn this? Will I understand? Will I understand? Right? So for all of you, I am telling it, if you want to learn Python, you need not be from a coding background. You have never seen coding, fine. You have never even written even a single code, completely fine. But you need to know English. Without knowing English, you cannot go and attend or write coding in Python. So can I say that everyone in this class is eligible now to learn Python? Yes?
Yes, sir.
If you know English, you can write the code, as simple as that, because it is a high level programming language. When you say the high level programming language, what you see on the left side, the same code, it's a very normal English words is what you see it, but the only thing is it comes with certain syntax. You cannot write as you like. For example, English has some protocols. That means rules and regulations. You have to use a proper words. If you take your own mother tongue, right? English, Tamil, Kannada, Hindi, Malayalam, you take any language, they also come with certain rules and regulations. There is some format they have already designed, and today you're using that words, right? For example, if you say water, water is always water in English, right? If I want to say it in Hindi it is always pani is pani, right? You cannot change that word. So this are all protocols. That means someone has already designed in order to call water, like we will have to use the same word. Similarly, Python also, they have already defined some rules and regulations. If you want to write this logic, this should be the syntax, right? You cannot write as if you need. You have to follow rules and regulations. That's the one thing which you have to remember, right? So the more and more you keep writing, you will be habituated with your syntax, and if you know English, you can go and write any logic, right? So with all this, let's get into deeper understanding. First of all, why we are using Python for our data engineering. There are a lot of other languages. There is C, C++, Java is there. With all that, why am I using Python? The first point is it has a larger community. Okay, it has a larger community. When I say community, for example, how to read one full line. If you go and ask question in the community, you will get two answers. That means already it acts like a mini Google. Okay, you go and ask any question in community, you will get the answer. Now that's a beauty. You need not spend much time out of it, right? So there is already lot of developers who have developed this code, who have done lot of experiments. Whatever we want, everything is already available. Okay, so I'm telling you very openly, 90% of all the logics what I've implemented in the real time is available in Google. And people tell me that to pick from that Google and to implement that code in the project is difficult. I don't know. We are not expecting you to write all the 100% code by yourself. I am saying 90% of all the code which you are going to use it in your project is available in Google. Then why you need? Why you have to stress yourself? Right? So the first reason why we are going using Python is it's all about large community. You ask any questions, you will already get the answers. So with that answers, you will be able to use that code in your particular projects. So that's the first reason, larger community. The second reason is easy syntax, very easy syntax. You can just go and write it as if you're writing some English words, right? As simple as that. And everything will have a clear cut understanding. Print, okay, it is understood that it is going to print something, right? So all of this is easily understandable by everyone because this is a high level programming language. Anyone can understand what we have written. Okay, now that's a second reason why I'm going to use Python for data engineering. Now followed by, imagine I want to just display hello world. Okay, I want to just display hello world. If I want to write this in Java, I have to write something called class. I have to write something called, I don't know what is this, public, static, void, main, string, arguments, system dot output dot println. All of this I have to write literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to print one hello world. Literally you are writing 5 plus lines in Java. Minimum 5 lines you have to write to print one single word. You have to write 5 lines, and forget about 5 lines, unnecessary brackets, to open brackets, to close brackets, right? So in order to display one single print statement, and I'm using it as 4 brackets, minimum 5 lines. And if you're all thinking, what is the equivalent code in Python to write it? Simply go and write print hello world, right? It's as simple as that. So this is something which is making our more beneficial to use it because it looks like very simple. See, I'll tell you one thing. Learning data engineering is like climbing a Mount Everest. Learning data engineering is like a climbing Mount Everest. Now today if I give you a chance to climb Mount Everest, you cannot carry your trolley bag. You cannot carry your luggages and you cannot climb there, right? So if you want to reach to top, you'll try to keep as simple as possible. You will not carry heavy loads, right? Because you'll get tired. You cannot carry a trolley bag, right? So going up to the Mount Everest, you'll keep your path very simple. That is what your Python is going to do. While climbing the hill of Mount Everest, you keep your path simple, and that is why we have chosen a programming language which is Python. You can build the entire data engineering projects with Java also. You can build the entire data engineering projects with C, C++ also. But we are opting to choose Python because we want to keep our path simple. The easiest programming language is Python. So this is an example. Okay. Now let's compare Java with Python. Okay. See, again, I'm telling you, I'm not here to replace Python with Java. No, I'm just here to explain you the difference. Okay. Now, one more point you need to remember from the slide one. One more point that you need to remember from slide one, which I was talking about, it's a general purpose I language, and all these are just like when did it came, who was the father of Python, and what does the name come from. But this is really important. So this is called dynamically typed programming. So Python is called dynamically typed programming. Let's figure out what is this dynamically typed programming. If you see here, Java is a static type programming and Python is a dynamic type programming. So what is this static type programming? What is this dynamic type programming? Okay. Now imagine for writing some logics, I'm using some values. For example, I will be using a word called data and I'll be using a number called 6. In Java, what happens? You cannot use these values before declaring a data type, right? Without declaring the data type, you cannot use this. For example, I'm assigning A equal to data. I'm assigning A equal to data. I'm assigning B equal to 6. So before assigning, you will have to go and declare the data type, that is it is a integer, that it is a string. So we have to first tell what am I going to store in that variable. So A is a variable, it can store some value. Now I need to tell my system, I need to tell my computer, boss, this is a value, I'm going to store the data or I'm going to store the number 6. So before even storing, I need to give the data type, whether it is an integer, whether it's a float or it's a string, I need to tell them. That is why it is called static type programming. Python, directly you go and give. Directly you go and give. No need to assign any data types. Directly you go give A equal to data, B equal to KSR, C equal to 8, 4 equal 8, D equal to 10. Give whatever you want. Give your whatever you want without even giving the data type. Directly we can go and assign, and at the runtime dynamically the data types will be captured. That is why it is called dynamic type programming. Definitely you will see all of this in our practicals, but at this point of time, just to tell you that it is making your life simpler, right? You don't know what data type I need to give. Should I give string? First of all, you'll come and ask me what is data type. I don't know. What is integer? I don't know. What is string? I don't know. I'm saying no need to know. Directly go and assign it in Python. Go and directly assign it in Python, right? Now I started my career with Java in 2014. So I always never give up on Java. Java is a evergreen. we need to accept the fact is Java is an evergreen subject, evergreen programming language. Even today, there is no attempt was made to go and replace Java. Java can never be replaced. Okay, I'm telling you very open statement. Java is the best programming language you can have it. You can do wonders with Java. You can build a web application. You can build an enterprise application. You can use it for your testing and everything you can do it in Java, right? Everything you can do it in Java. Now, the same thing, and in fact, you see more options in Python also. In Python also you can use a web application, you can use a desktop application, you can use it as a scripting, some testing application, along with you can build some data science model. So the amount of work that we are doing in Python is more than Java. But if today my company is preferring to build a website, right? If a company is planning for a website, I would always opt for Java for my web applications rather than going for Python. Python you can do it. Python you can do it. Okay, but not to the best. It can do it. It can do lot of features, right? But in order to have the best version, I'll go with Java. But the problem with Java was in Java you will not be able to do any data science, data engineering, right? Any data analytics, which is where Python was famous, right? Why we started showing interest in Python, right? Python is not best for web applications, it is not best for desktop applications, but it is best for data science, data analytics and data engineering. But here it was not possible. Even if it was possible, you have to write thousands of lines of code. Where will I go and write? Do you think I have that much of time to do that in the data engineering projects? We can do it. We can do it, but you have to write many lines of code. And where will I go and write this much of lines of code, right? So we have to come to a stage where we have to make our life simpler. Now that's the difference, right? Now again, I'm telling you, your Python has never replaced Java, right? Your Python has never replaced Java. It is just adding some added advantages by providing more flexibility. Python is always Python, Java is always Java. No one can replace no one. Even today, if you are going to build some any websites, the first choice every company will go and opt is Java. Java is evergreen. Okay, Python can also do, not up to the mark. Okay, now since it's a IPL season, I'll give an example. Okay, there are three type of players. One is batsman, one is bowler, and one is all rounder. Okay, people who are watching cricket, so there is a IPL season going on, right? So you have three type of players. One is a batsman, one is a bowler, and one is a all rounder. Now your Python is like a all rounder. Your Python is like a all rounder. He knows to bat, he knows to field, he knows to bowl, but he will not be perfect in all three, right? Virat Kohli is one of the best batsmen. Like let's say Jasprit Bumrah is one of the best bowler. But in between, if you take any all-rounder, he will not match like Virat Kohli or he will not match like Bumrah, but he will know both. That is what your Python is. So Python may not be perfect, but it knows everything. Right from building a websites, desktop application, scripting. Okay, if you want to build some machine learning models, if you want to build some data science applications, data engineering applications, all of this you can do. You can do, but not up to the extent. But that is fine. For us, what we need, that is what Python is going to give. Right? So with this, I'm not here to compare Java with Python. Both has different pros and cons. There is nothing called perfect here. Okay, there is nothing called perfect. Just we are trying to see the difference. Now, why this is famous, right? That's what I was saying. It is actually a all-rounder. What Python has done is it has taken some of the features from different programming language. So if you go and ask a all-rounder, he will say that I was very impressed with batting and that's why I learned batting. And I was very impressed with bowling, that's why I learned bowling. I was very impressed with fielding, that's why I learned fielding. That's why I know everything. But he may not be perfect. Similarly, Python today, right? It took some functional features from the programming language called C. It took some of the object oriented programming features and it took from Java, right? And it has also taken some of the features from other programming languages like Perl, Shell, Modular DB, and all of this it has taken, and that is why Python today is capable of doing everything. So the another name of Python, I can simply tell it as everything. You can do scripting, you can build some modules, you can use it as a functional programming. When I say functional programming, like a proper mathematics logics what you want, that also you can write, right? What we have written in Java, like writing some complex classes, inheritance, we'll all see that, right? But at this point of time, don't complicate yourself. When I say Python, you can simply consider that, okay, Python is a programming language which has borrowed all the other programming language features, and that is why it is famous, right? It has borrowed every other programming language features. Java is very good at one, C is very good at one, shell scripting or a Perl is very good at one. So from all of this, it has taken the good features and it has created a one programming language, right? So that is why this is famous. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know what happened, my headphones is not working. Okay, so now sorry for that. So what I was saying is Python is open source. When I say open source, anyone who wants to practice, anyone who wants to learn, anyone who wants to use it for their projects, they can directly get it, the software, and they can use it. Okay, so that's one of the other reason why we are opting Python for data engineering. Then this is the one thing which I personally like, right? I told in the beginning as well, for my data engineering projects, 90% of all the code I have referred from Google. I have referred from already existing logics. That is because we have rich libraries, right? We have rich libraries. So what do you mean by rich libraries? Libraries are already they have written the logic. Already they have written the logic, and they have written it and they have kept it for us, and you can go and use it. You can go and use it, and that is a one good advantage of using Python. For example, imagine that you want to build some calculator logic. Don't worry, already they have written it. Imagine you want to clean the data. Don't worry, they have already written it for you. You just need to know what is the function name and you can directly go and use it. So some of the libraries which you're seeing on the screen like scikit-learn, Numpy, PySpark, Pandas, all these are the libraries which already it is predefined and you can go and use directly. Okay, so in this we will be learning Numpy, we'll be learning PySpark, we'll be learning Pandas, but anyway we will be seeing that in the future classes. But to give you at a high level, if I want to tell you why we are using this, it is all because of rich libraries. Already the code is there. Already the code is there. You need not think too much. Whatever the complex functionality it is, there is already a code. You just need to go and reuse the code, right? Python developers are always lazy. They don't have that much of patience to go and implement the logic again and again. Simply they'll go and use the code which or it is written by someone else, right? So that is why this is one more reason why we are going with it. And finally, job opportunities. So if you know Python, let me tell you, I've never seen any person getting fired or laid off if they know a programming language, and especially if they know Python. If you know Python, you can apply for any role, not only for data engineer. Okay, not only for data engineer, you can apply for any role. The top two skills you see there, it's Python and SQL. Okay, so with respect to job opportunities, you will have a lot of job opportunities. Okay, the moment you say that I know Python, you can go and fit anywhere. You can fit as a data analyst, maybe you can fit as a data engineer. If you want to go and work on any enterprise applications, you can do it. If you want to go as working as a testing, you can do it. Automation testing, manual testing, or if you want to go and build some enterprise applications, websites, mobile applications, wherever you go, you will have demand. Because you know how to communicate to the machines, you know how to work with systems, and that is why this is one reason why it is getting famous. Okay, so I'll tell you, learn this programming language, Python, and you need not even think about job in future because you can fit into any role. Though we will be focusing only on data engineering, but if you know this programming language, you will fit anywhere. Okay, so that's one reason. With all this, it is also platform independent. You can use it in your Mac machine, you can use it in your Ubuntu machines, you can also use it in your Windows machines. Wherever you go, you can go and install this software, install this, and we can start using it. Okay, so all this is about why are we using Python for data engineering. Okay, so I repeat one more time: large community, job opportunities, platform independent, easy syntax, rich libraries, and open source, right? And some of the features is, I would say, is it is readable. Anyone can go and understand this code, right? Anyone can go and understand this code. It's like very much related to your English language. Easy to learn, readable, open source, right? Some of the standard libraries are there, and the memory management is good, like how the memory is managed in the backend, that is good. And more important, it is cross-platform. When I say cross-platform, it can be installed on any OS, right? So all of this are some of the features. And applications, there is nothing that you can skip here. Everything is possible. Web application, desktop application, gaming application, softwares, scientific calculations, business applications, audio and video based applications, image processing, everything you can do here. but we will not learn all of this. For our case, we have to just get the logic, we have to implement the logic, and that is what we are going to learn in Python. See, I am telling you Python can do everything, but it is not best for all, right? If you ask me, you're saying that you're building a web application, but is it a best for web application? No, Java is best, right? There are other programming languages that is best, but this can also do it. But it is best for our requirement. What is our requirement? We have to build a project in data engineering. So to build a project in data engineering, the first option is always Python. Now here it is always better than all the other programming languages. Okay, so with all this introduction, let's go with what is the software that we have to install. Okay, see, initially let's say 15 years back, the installation was very tough. Okay, I will show you some documents for the installation. See, this is the installation 10 years back. We have to go and install Python first, right? So it's very hard to go and get that Python. We have to go and download it. So all this, it was very difficult. Okay, but in the recent times, I would say for the last 10 years, they have made our work easy. There is a software called Anaconda. Okay, so there is a software called Anaconda. Okay, so there is a software called Anaconda. In Anaconda, Python comes with default installed with all the libraries, so you can easily go and install this and you can use it for your practice. Okay, so tomorrow before coming to this class, you have to install Anaconda software. So Anaconda software is needed for your practice. So Anaconda is a package manager, an environment manager, a Python distributor, a collection of many open source packages. Okay, it has all the libraries which we wanted. It has a built-in libraries, and the way we have to install, just go to the Anaconda website. You can download Windows version, you can download the Mac version, you can download the Linux version, and you click this website, you will be taken here. Okay, and once you come here, you can go through all of this, what they do, and go for free download. I think they have changed the UI. Let me go from here. Okay, Anaconda Studio, download this. It is asking the email. I'll go and give skip registration. Now it is asking me to download. Now, depending on your system, you can use this. If your system is Mac, go for this. If it is a Linux, go for this. And if it's a Windows, go for this. Okay, so let me download this one.
No need of Python separately.
No need of separate Python. You can directly download the Windows version. I'll go here. Let's see what it is downloading. Yeah, so directly Anaconda it is downloading. So let me download this. It is a very big software, 950 MB of file. So it's getting downloaded. I don't know why it has stopped. Yeah, it's downloading. So it's a 950 MB file. So please install this, and I think majority of the guys are using your Windows machine, so directly you can download this. So once you download it, you will always go and see in the download version Anaconda. Okay, I always have a habit of maintaining separate folders for softwares. So I'll go to softwares. In softwares, if you see, for every software I would have created one folder and I would have copied the exe file. For example, here I would have copied the exe file. For Java, maybe I would have taken some software, right? So like this, I'll open the downloads. I've already downloaded it, but still I'm showing in front of you. Copy it, go to my software folder in Anaconda, I'll paste it here. Okay, so this is 2024 version. So 2019 version I have downloaded, 2022 version, 2022 version, and now 24 version I have downloaded. Now this is a exe file. Now one has to go and run this exe file. Simple as that. Okay, you can directly run it from your downloads also. You can directly go and double click it, it will install it. But still, if you are wanted to maintain a separate folders for the softwares, go for it. Okay, this one you can delete it. For me it is there, for you it will not be there, because for every year I used to download and keep it. So for this year, let's say that I have kept it here. Now I will go and double click. I'll go and double click. Okay, so the moment I double click, it is asking me to, let me go and close this PPT. Yeah, so welcome to Anaconda 3 2024 version. So let me go and click next. I'll agree and I'll click next. So only me who is going to use the system. So I'll just put just me, and I will go and install this. See, while installing this uses lot of space. Okay, this uses lot of space, and unfortunately my C drive is very much full. So I already have only 29 GB of data, right? So the more and more you create files, at one point of time your memory also will be heat up. So what I will do is, in the same D drive, see, you can proceed just like that. Okay, you can proceed just like that, but I always try to keep limited softwares on my C drive. Okay, C drive is the system softwares will be there, so I don't want to heat up the memory, so that's why I can avoid this. Okay, or it is also saying space required is 5.2 GB, but my available space is 29 GB. My available space is 29 GB means, yeah, this is 29 GB, right? So it's still available, but if you feel like you want to put it into any other folder, you can go for it. So what I will do in the softwares, in the Anaconda, I will go and create one folder. Installation files. Okay, I'll keep one installation files. Now this path I'll give, so that all the installation files will go here, which basically, rather than pointing into my C drive, I'm pointing into my installation files. So I'll go to browse, D drive, softwares, Anaconda, installation files. So I'll keep here. That's all. It's just I'm changing the path. Okay, this is not mandatory for you. I have a habit of taking care of my system where I'll put everything into separate folders. I don't want to eat up my D drive, C drive. So that's why I've changed the destination path. That's all. Then go for next. Then just go for install. Just go for install. So all your packages, libraries, everything will be installed to your machine. It is happening in the backend. Very easy installation. Very easy installation. If you really need, I can also share you the document. This is a document for installing Anaconda. See, to install Anaconda, just go and search Anaconda download. You'll get this. Download the Windows version. After you download, you'll get this exe file. Double click it. You will be able to see this. Next you do agree. Just me. Next. And just give the same path if you want. And just go and give next. And it will go and install. This will take bit more time, because it has to go with all the packages. So it has to take more time. So it will take some more time. If you can go and see that. So all the packages it is going to install. The reason is, I have told you clearly, in Python already every library is been available. So there is lot of logics that is already written in. You can reuse it. In order to do that, we have to go and get this libraries. So installation may take bit more time, and it's a 950 MB file. So once you download it, you should be able to install this very smoothly, very straightforward. I've never seen anyone struggling to go and install this. I've shown you in front of you just for the class. Just before the class, I have uninstalled my Python and I'm installing in front of you so that you guys can do it before coming to next class. If it's a Mac, go for a Mac version download, install it. While the time it gets installed, any questions on what we have covered so far?
Santosh, is it the Anaconda Navigator, the one you are installing?
Yes.
Okay.
All good? Any questions? We are going to start practicals. No more PowerPoint presentation. PowerPoint presentation in KSR is done, completed. So from today, everything is going to be practicals. Any questions? All good?
Santosh, I directly downloaded like python.org website, so there is something Python
See,
3.13
all this,
something.
that's what I'm saying, all this is not required. We don't
Okay.
have a traditional way of installing Python first and then editor first. Please go and install Anaconda. Anaconda comes with built-in all the libraries, Python built-in, latest version, everything will happen in the backend.
Okay. So, can you know what is difference between this and that, Santosh?
Both are same only. There we are installing separately. Here we are installing as a package.
Okay.
It will take time, so let's wait for it. Today is Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday is a good day to start anything. So let's start our first coding today. So today, once you install it, I'll tell you how you can open the editor and how you can start writing the code. So please do it today itself. From tomorrow onwards, it's completely going to be practicals. And if you're all in fear, will I be able to master Python? Will I be able to learn Python? Very simple motivation for you. Even 5th standard kid can learn this. That simple it is. Only you need to know English. That's it. With that, you can go and start writing your own programming. And the more and more you show interest, the subject will become very easy. And we are here to teach you everything from scratch. Even though it's a programming language, what is every single concept will teach you from scratch. So just practice and go with the flow.
Santosh, does it use any particular Python version, or we will be
It will use the
having
latest version.
latest version? Okay.
Yeah.
Santosh, is there any browser-based Python
We have
environment?
it, but my personal advice, since we will be doing all of this, see, anyhow we are learning cloud, right? So in the cloud, everything we will directly do it there. But for learning for the first time, I want you to get that user interface. For that, I will ask you to download this and then try it. We also have a web-based version like a Google Colab is there, online editors are there. We will see later. If you have any system issue, your system is not up to the date, like it is not a well-versed system, in that case I'll show you how you can practice in web. But here, installing software will give you some good interface. You will get some interest to practice.
Okay, done. Thanks.
Web-based means you need to have internet. This one you can practice whenever you want. So that's one advantage with installing a software. So it's taking time, so let's wait. I have already installed PyCharm. Yeah, you can use any editors, but for data engineering we will be using Jupyter Notebook, which I'll be showing you now. So in the Jupyter Notebook we'll be writing all our code. Okay, it's almost done. The reason why I have uninstalled and I've installed in front of you is to make your installation process simple. So I don't want you to get stuck in between, like let's saying that it's not working, okay? No more reasons. So that's why I have uninstalled it and I've installed it again. So just follow the same process, okay? So go to Google, get that download version and go here and download the Windows version. So all the subfolders it is creating in the D drive only, okay? So in the D drive, if I go and show you the D drive which I've created the installation files, right? See, all these are getting used here. So this extra files, this installation files, right? It will go and put it in my C drive. That's the only one reason why I have, see already see this started showing up red color, because this is utilizing lot of space. If I same thing, if I would have done it on this C drive, right, my system would have hanged because I already have only 29 GB left. So wherever you have the space, you can go and put there. It uses lot of libraries, so that's why it takes bit more time for extracting all of those. You guys would have attended online class, okay? You would have also attended during the COVID time. This was very famous, okay? So online yoga, right? Online gym, online Zumba. A lot of things are there online, right? So nowadays online has become trend. If you want to learn something, you need not go to that place. You can do yoga online. I've also joined online yoga class, and that's why I'm telling, okay? But have you ever heard about online swimming class?
No.
Think and tell me. Online yoga classes there, online exercise classes is there, online KSR is also online class. But I'm asking you, have you ever seen online swimming class?
No. No.
I've seen on Instagram.
No, but interesting. How
Interesting.
it will.
Okay. So I'll ask you one question. Okay. For the next 5 minutes, for the next 5 minutes, assume this as online swimming class. Okay. For the next 5 minutes, let's assume this as online swimming class where Santosh is a trainer who is going to help you to swim. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach you how to swim. See, swimming is very easy. Okay. So what you need to do is you just need to have your extended body, just leave it free, and you just need to pull the water inward. And the way you have to float is you have to take maximum air to your lungs so that you don't go down. You'd have to take maximum air in your lungs and breathe in, breathe out, and you have to just go on rotating your hands. Okay. So this is how you can swim. Can you guys go and start swimming? Possible? I have told you how to swim. Is it possible to just go and jump in the swimming pool and start swimming?
Not possible.
No, no.
No.
At
Why?
least we can give it a try.
You can give it a try.
Yeah.
Without practice, you cannot.
Yeah, we can give it a try.
You can give it a try. So you'll directly jump into the water.
Swimming is not place for try.
Well, I'll tell you again. I'll tell you again. Your Python is like swimming. Your Python is like swimming. If you come and say that I have listened to your videos 100 times, but I have never opened Python editor for practice, in that case, it is equivalent to learning swimming in online. Without practice, you cannot do anything in Python. Even if you are learning from one of the best trainer in the world, if you don't practice, it's gone. So please keep this in mind. If you want to practice, if you want to be learning everything, just do what I say. And the same thing you have to go and repeat at your home. You cannot master this particular subject only with listening. This is I have never seen anyone learning Python only by going and listening to videos. I have a friend who keeps saying that I watched thousands of videos, all Python videos, but still I'm not able to code. Come on, why you need to go and see 1,000 videos? One video you see, go and implement it. Unless and until you implement it, you cannot learn. So I personally don't like to take online class, but I'm forced to take online class. So please practice then and there. That is the only way to learn coding. Okay, so the installation is complete now. Next. Now everything is done. Now go to next. Now all this done. Finish. Okay, so successfully installed. So let me go and close this. So your Anaconda is installed. Now what you do? Go for Anaconda. Okay, and you click this Anaconda Navigator. You will see Anaconda is opening in the backend. Okay, you see Anaconda is opening in the backend. This requires bit more system space. Okay, but still I would request you to go and install it. Okay, now in Anaconda you can see lot of tools are there. In Anaconda a lot of tools are there. For example, Gluix is there, Orange is there, RStudio is there, okay, PyCharm is there. So all of this is there. Okay, so each one is used for one particular use case. For example, I told you that in Python you can do lot of things. You can go and build a website, you can go and do some scripting, you can go and build some modules, you can do everything, right? So if you want to go and build a website, you can use PyCharm. If you want to go and implement some enterprise applications like maybe IRCTC website or maybe a ICC bank web applications, you can still go and do it in Spider. Like this, we have different tools for different functionalities. But for data engineering, I will go and use something called Jupyter Notebook. I'll go and use something called Jupyter Notebook. You can use any tool, but let's go with a simple one first. Okay, why we are going to learn Jupyter Notebook? Because this is very much same like what you'll be learning in future called Databricks. So Databricks is one of the main service that what you'll be learning in future. Your Databricks looks exactly like your Jupyter Notebook. So I'll go and launch this. This is a very neat editor for you to write and start your coding. So I will launch this. So it will be opening within your browser, and this is how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. First thing is we have to go and write our first code. Go to new, go to Python 3, and this is what it looks like. In your childhood days, you would have practiced your handwriting with 2-line notebook, 4-line notebook, 2-line notebook, ruled book, unruled book. All this were something which you would have practiced, right? This looks like your 2-line notebook. This looks like your 2-line notebook. Okay, now let's go and write our first code today. I will go and write print welcome to data engineering. Okay, now I'll put some quotes and I'll enter it. Now I've written my first code. There is a arrow button which you see on this. So just click this and you can see that code has been executed. So as I told you, this is very good for look and feel. You will be enjoying writing the code here because you need not think too much about all the editor. And particularly why I'm teaching you Jupyter Notebook, I can go and help you to write code in any of the editors. Lot of editors are there. Okay, Spider is there, Gluvis is there, Orange is there, RStudio is there, PyCharm is there. Lot of tools are there. But personally, why I'm choosing Jupyter Notebook? Because this is exactly what we will be doing in the real time. Okay, so let's opt for this one. Now in this I have written my first code. I'll write my second code. A equal to 7. So here, as I told you, Python is a dynamically type programming. No need to tell what is a data type of A. No need to tell. Directly you can go and assign it. So 7, B equal to 3, C equal to A plus B, and print of C. See, that's all. What is there? Is it a rocket science? Very simple. Your coding will become such a simple way by doing everything in Python. Okay, so with that, we'll be doing all the coding in this Jupyter Notebook. Very easy. Editor is good. It gives you like a 2-line view. And for every execution, we can go and click this and automatically it will click. So this is how we can get started. Okay, now I'll tell you one thing. In the line number 1, I have written small p print and I've written this. Okay, now I will write like this. Print Python is easy. Now I'll write this. Now it will not work. Because as I've told you, Python comes with syntax. Your small p is not equal to capital P. Here Python is case sensitive. The guys who have learned SQL, in SQL what I would have done, I would have written in small, I would have written caps, it would have worked. But here your Python is case sensitive. When I say case sensitive, your small print is not equal to your capital print. Both are two different. This is the actual keyword. And then tomorrow don't come and ask me why this is not working. It will not work. You have to follow the syntax. Syntax is always syntax. There is already guys who have defined the rules and regulations to use Python. You have to follow that. Even after next 20 years, you come back and say that print is always print. So here it is telling the print keyword is not defined. It's not defined because this is not a user. I mean, this is not a keyword. This does not exist in the Python. So Python means you have to give small p. That is a print. So like this, we will have lot of things to know. At this point of time, I want everyone to go and write your first code today. Wednesday is really an auspicious day. If you're starting your coding first time, please go and practice it. Go and install it and write your first code. And from tomorrow onwards, we'll be learning the actual topics in Python. Is that clear?
Yes.
Any questions? Any questions?
Santosh, no need to use semicolon, something like that.
Nothing,
The Python
nothing,
is
nothing. Just simply go and use one statement. That's it. No semicolon, nothing. Okay. Now I'll give you another editor. In case if you feel that this is taking more time for installation, in case if you feel that this is actually making your system slow, because it's a this is a good I mean, I would say it's a very big software, and you can see just because of I installed, it has started to turn red, right? Because I just have less than 10% of my space. So it has utilized good number of size, right? And if I go and show you that the installation which I've done in this installation file, you can see that it almost took it's still going on. So it has almost utilized 5 GB of space. Okay, if you feel like, oh, I don't have this much of space for this software, don't worry. For you guys, I'll also tell you how you can learn Python by going with one good software, one good platform called Google Colab. Okay, there is one online editor for you, which is Google Colab. So just go and search Google Colab, click this welcome to Colab. Okay, create a new notebook. These are all called Jupyter notebooks, what I've shown you. Go and get a create a notebook, and it will load. Yeah, so this is a similar to your notebook. You can see like it gives you a 2-line view. So just go here, print hello world, and I remember the shortcut, shift enter, we'll go to the next line, or you can click this arrow mark also. Now I'll give a equal to 5, b equal to 3, c equal to a minus b, or c equal to a star b, print of a, print of c. This also you can use it. So it's up to you whether you want to install it in your local and practice it, or whether you want to go with directly on Google Colab. So the people who are facing issues, oh, I don't want to install, it's a very big file, I don't have space, 7 GB of data space, I don't have hard disk space, I don't have, my laptop is 10 years old, don't give me reasons. If it's not working in your system, no problem, directly go to Google Colab. It is an open source for you. Anyone can go and directly write any code. Is that clear?
Yes, Santosh.
Yes, Santosh.
Okay, with that we'll stop here for today. From tomorrow onwards we'll be learning the actual topics of Python. So please don't expect any more theory or any more PowerPoint presentation. Nothing. Rest of the classes, everything will be practicals. That means the moment I join tomorrow's class, I'll be opening this editor and I'll be writing the coding here. No more PowerPoint presentations. Okay, we'll stop here for today. Any questions? Any questions? So let me ask this question. Is Python easy?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
I can hear only from one person.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yes.
That's good.
Right.
Feels so.
Okay. But what you have seen is just a
I
trailer.
just started, right?
Yeah, it's just a trailer. Before movie, they'll show you the trailer, right? And they'll make trailer interesting just because everyone wants to see that movie. So I made this trailer interesting, but from tomorrow onwards, the actual movie starts. The only one mantra to practice, okay? Daily basis, spend time. Whatever I have done today, irrespective of even your hectic work, just go and do it. No need to install also. Directly go to Google Colab, write this code. Just take 5 minutes of your time today, go and write this code. Okay, so that's how we will have to have the consistency. The only thing which can push you forward is consistent practice. So every single day, open editor, write some code, and you will definitely master this subject.
Uh, okay, Santosh.
Thank you all.
Santosh, I have a query.
Yeah.
Would you teach Python libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn?
Matplotlib Seaborn is for analytical purpose, but NumPy and Pandas, that's the two main libraries that we will be doing for analysis. That we will be learning.
Okay, Santosh.
Santosh, Synapse also will get covered, right?